With Shiba Inu coin showing some rare strength compared to Bitcoin, we need to talk about it because it's not necessarily that Shiba Inu coin is going to surpass Bitcoin, that it's going to outperform Bitcoin or anything like that. But during periods of extreme market bottoms, people might typically go out and buy some of the most beaten down cryptocurrencies that there are in expectations of a rebound or of a rally. So let's talk about this article. Let's see what these analysts are saying. And if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. Now, the overall market is having a very difficult time. It is trying to bounce back today. It's looking good over the last 24 hours. It is trying its best to find a bottom over the last 7 days, but extreme fear is still dictating decisions. But before we jump into that article, I do want to say that YouTube is really cracking down on cryptocurrency content. They're offering and issuing strikes with no reasoning or backup whatsoever. On November 17th, they changed their policy. With that, what is permitted? General discussions, educational content, news, which is what we're doing here, and discussions about cryptocurrency. Yes, I will add my commentary. Yes, we will talk about price action. But no, this is not a recommendation. It is not a promise. It is not a promotion. It is not indicating that you do anything other than bringing the information to your fingertips so that you can make your own informed decisions. Now, before we jump back into Shiba Inu coin, I do want to say that I've been diversifying, and one of the tokens that I've been buying is Best Wallet. Now, this is important because there's only 1 day in 18 hours left in this ICO, and there's actually some very good things to point out with this coin. Number one, there's going to be a lot of centralized exchange listings. Number two, it is a wallet. Not planning on building a wallet, but a wallet that is already usable. You can download it on Google Play Store. You can download it on the Apple App Store. And as a matter of fact, you can use the link down in the description below to download it. Check it out for yourself and make a decision. But I have diversified into Best Wallet here, and I'm excited about it. Some of the reasons that I've been jumping in is I believe that the cryptocurrency industry is going to grow. And I believe that it's going to grow not just in the upcoming year, right? But as time goes on. And the number one thing that every single cryptocurrency holder needs is a wallet. Now, you've got a lot of the features that any other wallet like Trust Wallet, MetaMask, and so on have. You can buy, store, swap, send, and so on. But you can also check out a token launchpad, and there's going to be a new spend feature where you guys are going to be able to connect to the Best card. Now, this is coming soon. It's not available yet, but you're going to be able to spend crypto directly with the Best card and get up to 8% cash back on every purchase at low to no fees. Now, if you guys are interested in learning a little bit more, make sure to check that link out in the description below. $17.5 million raised so far and less than 2 days left in this one. Let's jump in and talk about Shiba Inu coin showing some rare strength versus Bitcoin. It says, well, the biggest and probably most popular meme coin, Dogecoin, is experiencing the launch of its first ever spot ETF with direct exposure. Its counterpart, and the second biggest meme coin, Shiba Inu coin, demonstrates the market anomaly with a headline on its own. Thus, despite the turbulence in the crypto market, the price of Shiba Inu coin has seen a rare uptick not only against the dollar, but also against the leading market benchmark, Bitcoin. Shiba Inu coin quotes up to 2% about Bitcoin against Bitcoin right now. No ETF headlines, no sudden bull narrative, just the price of Shiba Inu coin is green and a shining sea of red. Now, that's interesting, right? Because yes, the overall market has experienced a very deep decline over the last week. Shiba Inu coin seems to be bouncing off of this recent market bottom. Yes, it is turning back down on the day today, but overall, we may have experienced a bottom that coincides perfectly with the Fear and Greed Index. Now, Fear and Greed sitting at a level of 15 today. Yesterday, I don't know if yesterday was a level of 15 or 12, but it's been bottoming. There were 2 days in a row at a level of level of 10 extreme fear, and then we moved up to 12 and to 15. With that, Fear and Greed, sentiment, emotion may have bottomed out. With that, meme coin prices may have bottomed out. Now, a lot of traders really look at the sentiment surrounding meme coins. Why? Because they're purely speculative. Guys, there's no fundamentals in a meme coin. There's no fundamentals that you can invest in. It is the community. It is the excitement. It is the people. It is the emotion that you invest in. So with that, looking at the emotion as dictated by fear and greed is one of the ways that people choose to buy and sell meme coins. Of course, a lot of people, unfortunately, do the opposite, right? They sell when they get afraid, which is the bottom, and they buy when they get excited and they're greedy, which is the top. Don't go out there and buy when the prices are high and sell when the prices are low. It's hard, I know, because I feel the emotion too, but we need to go out there, and at least you guys are going to make your own decisions on when to buy and sell, but at least I try to buy when others are fearful at the lower prices and sell when others are greedy at the higher prices. So with that, I do believe that now could be a good time to accumulate Shiba Inu coin, which is why we may be seeing it outperform Bitcoin on some of the smaller time frames. If you guys are interested in accumulating really any cryptocurrency, you can check out the KCEX exchange. I got a link for it in the description, absolutely. And this is not a recommendation for you to go trade crypto or anything like that, but I have made that decision for me, and I have chose. Like, I've looked at a lot of the exchanges, right? Futures fees, literally 0% maker, 0% taker on meme coins. Best selection. This is what I like it for, okay? Best selection of cryptos that you're going to find available in the United States. And finally, if you're a leverage trader, up to 125x leverage. So, of course, you can make some very thrilling opportunities if you do decide to trade on leverage. But all I'm doing with this, right, is bringing it to your attention that this exchange even exists. You might not know that it exists. You might only see, if you Google it, right, you might only see Coinbase, Binance, Kucoin. You might not even see Kucoin if you Google it anymore in the United States because you can't use them. Kraken, Crypto.com. You might just see the bigger names. The guys that spend, tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars on marketing. So this does exist. It is an option, but you guys are making your own decisions with this. So let me know those decisions down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.